Alcatel-Lucent is a French global telecommunications equipment company, headquartered in Boulogne-Billancourt, France. The company focuses on fixed, mobile, and converged networking hardware, IP technologies, software, and services. Alcatel-Lucent has operations in more than 130 countries. In 2012 it was ranked technology supersector leader in the Dow Jones Sustainability Index. Alcatel-Lucent is under the leadership of Chief Executive Officer Michel Combes and the non-executive chairman of the board is Philippe Camus. Camus joined the company in the third quarter of 2008, alongside Ben Verwaayen as CEO, after Alcatel-Lucent's first CEO Patricia Russo and first chairman Serge Tchuruk resigned. For 2010, the company posted revenues of $15.996 billion and a reported net loss of $334 million. For 2011, the company posted revenues of $15.068 billion and a reported profit of $1.095 billion. For 2012, the company posted revenues of $14.446 billion and a reported loss of $1.374 billion. After 7 consecutive years of negative cash flows, in October 2013 the company announced plans to slash 10,000 employees, or 14% of the total current 72,000 workforce, as a part of a $1 billion cost reduction effort. Alcatel-Lucent holds Bell Laboratories, one of the largest research and development facilities in the communications industry. Bell Labs employees have been awarded 7 Nobel Prizes and the company holds over 29,000 patents. History. Alcatel-Lucent was formed when Alcatel merged with Lucent Technologies on December 1, 2006. However, the predecessors of the company have been a part of telecommunications industry since the late 19th century. The company has roots in 2 early telecommunications companies, La Compagnie Gare Copyright Na Copyright Rail d'Electricité Copyright and the Western Electric Manufacturing Company. Western Electric began in 1869 when Elisha Gray and Enos N. Barton started a small manufacturing firm based in Cleveland, Ohio. By 1880, the company had relocated to Chicago, Illinois, and become the largest electrical manufacturing company in the United States. In 1881 the American Bell Telephone Company, founded by Alexander Graham Bell and forerunner of American Telephone and Telegraph, purchased a controlling interest in Western Electric and made it the exclusive developer and manufacturer of equipment for the Bell telephone companies. CGE was formed in 1898 by French engineer Pierre Azariah in the Alsace region of what was then Germany and was a conglomerate involved in industries such as electricity, transportation, electronics and telecommunications. CGE would become a leader in digital communications and would also be known for producing the TGV high-speed trains in France. Bell Telephone Laboratories was created in 1925 from the consolidation of the O&D organizations of Western Electric and AT&T. Bell Labs would make significant scientific advances including the transistor, the laser, the solar cell battery, the digital signal processor chip, the Unix operating system and the cellular concept of mobile telephone service. Bell Labs researchers have won 7 Nobel Prizes. Also in 1925, Western Electric sold its international Western Electric Company subsidiary to ITT Corporation. CGE purchased the telecommunications part of ITT in the mid-1980s. AT&T re-entered the European telecommunications markets in 1984 following the Bell System divestiture. Philips promoted the venture in part because its PRX public switching technology was aging and it sought a partner to help fund the development costs of digital switching. The joint company used the existing manufacturing and development facilities in The Hague, Hilversum, Brussels, and Malmesbury as well as its U.S. resources to adapt the 5ESS system to the European market. The joint venture company AT&T and Philips Telecommunications BV doubled annual turnover between 1984 and 1987, winning major switching and transmission contracts, mainly in the effectively captive Netherlands market. In 1987 AT&T increased its holding to 60% and in 1990 it purchased the remainder of the Philips holding. In 1998 Alcatel-Alstom shifted its focus to the telecommunications industry, spinning off its Alstom activities and changing the company's name to Alcatel. AT&T spun off Lucent Technologies in April 1996 with an initial public offering. In April 2004, TCL Corporation and Alcatel announced the creation of a mobile phone manufacturing joint venture, Alcatel Mobile Phones. Facing intense competition in the telecommunications industry, Alcatel and Lucent Technologies merged on November 30, 2006. On April 5, 2006, Alcatel announced that it would swap its shares of Alcatel Space and Telespazio for a $673 million and a 12.1% stake in Thales, a key player in the French defense industry. This increased Alcatel's stake in Thales to 20.8%. Alcatel-Lucent acquired Nortel's UMTS radio access business at the end of 2006. During 2007 the company acquired Canadian Metro WDM networking supplier Tropic Networks, Incorporated. Enterprise Services Gateway Products developer Net Devices. IPTV software company Tamblin. And the telecommunications consulting practice Thomson Advisory Group, Incorporated. Alcatel-Lucent acquired Motive, Incorporated, a provider of service management software for broadband and mobile data services in 2008. They formerly had a joint venture with Dutch company Drache Holding NV for manufacturing optical fiber, but Drache bought out Alcatel-Lucent's 49.9% stake for a $209 million in December 2007. In May 2009 Alcatel-Lucent's stake in Thales was acquired by Dassault Aviation. Alcatel-Lucent announced the acquisition of OpenPlug on September 1, 2010. In October 2011, Alcatel-Lucent sold its call center services business Genesys unit to Permira, a private equity group, for $1.5 billion €, the same amount the company bought the business for in 2000. Alcatel-Lucent needed funding for the Franco-American business, which made annual losses from 2007 to 2011. Timeline: Alcatel/AT&T, Lucent Technologies, 1869 Alicia Gray and Enos N. Barton formed Western Electric Company, 1898 French engineer Pierre Azariah sets up the Compagnie Gare copyright Na copyright Railed Electricité copyright 1925 CGE becomes part of Compagnie Gare copyright Na copyright Rail des Cars Saint Blaise de Lyon. Bell Telephone Laboratories is created. 1927 Bell Labs makes the first American long-distance television transmission between New York and Washington, D.C. 1928 Alstom is formed by Socia copyright Ta copyright Alsatian de Constructions Ma copyright Connix and Compagnie Frena section as Thompson Houston. 1937 Dr. Clinton Davison becomes the first of 11 Nobel Prize winners from Bell Labs for his experimental confirmation of the wave nature of electrons. 1946 Western Electric produces over 4 million telephones. 1947 Bell Labs invents the transistor. Bell Labs Douglas H. Ring and W. Ray Young wrote a memo entitled Mobile Telephony Wide Area Coverage Case 20564, using hexagonal cells for radio frequency. 1948 Claude Shannon, of Bell Labs, publishes a paper on information theory. 1950 CITT Kellogg ITT Telecommunications Alcatel http www Encyclopedia Chicago History Org 2736 HTML 1954 Bell Labs invents the solar cell battery. 1956 AT&T is involved in the efforts of TAT-1, the first submarine transatlantic telephone cable, handling up to 36 channels. Electric repeaters, created by Bell Labs, were used. To settle antitrust lawsuit, Western Electric sells off non-networking equipment business. 1957 laser is invented at Bell Labs. 1962 Bell Labs builds and launches Telstar 1, the first orbiting active communications satellite. 1969 Unix operating system is invented by Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie. 1970 Ambroise Roux becomes CGE's chairman. He then becomes the honorary chairman until his death in 1999. 1978 Bell Labs conducts the first trial of a commercial cell phone service in Chicago. 1980 Bell Labs announces digital signal processor. 1982 Jean-Pierre Brunet becomes CGE's chairman. 1983 AT&T installs the first high-capacity, long-haul lightwave transmission system between NYC and Washington, D.C. 1984 Georges Pebero becomes CGE's chairman. Thomson Telecommunications is absorbed by CGE. Cables de Lion buys Thomson Dumont Cables and Cable Metal. 1985 Alstom Atlantique becomes Alstom. Alcatel is formed when CIT Alcatel and Thomson Telecommunications merge. 1986 ITT Corporation sells its European telecommunications business to CGE under its agreement with Alcatel NV. Cables de Lion becomes a subsidiary of Alcatel NV. Pierre Swart becomes CGE chairman. 1987 CGE is privatized. Alstom wins contract for TGV Atlantique for the Northern TGV network. 1989 CGE and General Electric Company form GEC Alstom. This allows Alstom to sell its products outside France. CGE Alstom becomes Kegelic. AT&T Technologies reorganizes with the following business units: Network Systems, Global Business Communications, Microelectronics and Consumer Products. 1991 CGE changes its name to Alcatel Alstom. Acquires Rockwell Technologies Transmission Equipment Division. Cables de Lion is renamed Alcatel Cable and takes over AEG Cabel. 1991 Alcatel acquires Teltra, an Italian telecommunication systems company. 1992 Alcatel Alstom acquires AEG Cabel. 1993 Alcatel Alstom acquires STC Submarine Systems from now Nortel Networks. 1995 Serge Tchuruk appointed chairman and CEO of Alcatel Alstom. He restructured the company to focus on telecommunications equipment. 1996 Lucent Technologies launches IPO, the largest at that time. 1998 Alcatel Alstom split. Alstom GEC becomes Alstom through an IPO. Alcatel sells Kegelic to the newly formed Alstom. Alcatel acquires DSC Communications for $4.4 billion and Packet Engines. 1998 Lucent purchases Jiang Kim's Yuri Systems for $1.1 billion. 1999 Alcatel acquires Zillion, Assured Access and Internet Devices. Alcatel increases its stake in Thomson CSF to 25.3% and decreases its stake in Framatome to 8.6%. 2000 Alcatel acquires Newbridge, Genesis and Innovative Fibers. Alcatel spins off its cable unit into Nexans. Lucent spins off of ARA Incorporated. 2001 Alcatel sells its stake in Alstom. Alcatel buys back Alcatel Space Investment from Thales, and reduces its stake in Thales to 20.03%. Alcatel sells its 2.2% stake in AVA. Alcatel sells DSL modem business to Thomson Multimedia. Lucent spins off its microelectronics business into AGA Systems via an IPO. 2002 Alcatel acquires Astral Point Communications Incorporated, Tellura Corporation, and control of Alcatel Shanghai Bell. Alcatel sells its microelectronic business to ST Microelectronics, its stake in Thomson, 10.3 shares of Thales, and 1.5 shares of Nexans. Pat Russo becomes Lucent CEO. 2003 Patricia Russo becomes Lucent's chairman. Alcatel acquires iMagic TV, and T-Metra Incorporated. It sells a 50% stake in Atlinks, and its optical business to Arvanex. 2004 Alcatel acquires eDial Incorporated. Alcatel and TCL form a joint venture, Alcatel Mobile Phones, with Alcatel holding a 45% stake. Alcatel and Draka Holdings form a joint venture, Draka Comtk BV with Alcatel holding a 49.9% stake. Alcatel finalizes its acquisition of Spatial Wireless but sells 7.1M shares of Arvinex. Lucent reports its first profitable year and revenue increase since 2000. 2005 Jiang Kim becomes Bell Labs' 11th president. Alcatel sells its 45% stake of the Alcatel mobile phones venture back to TCL. Alcatel-Lucent, 2006 Alcatel sell its satellite, railway signaling and critical security domain to Thales. On November 30 Alcatel and Lucent merge. Alcatel-Lucent is formed. Alcatel-Lucent acquires Nortel's UMTS radio access business. 2007 Alcatel-Lucent acquires Tropic Networks, Net Devices, Thomson Advisory Group, and Tamblyn. 2008 Alcatel-Lucent acquires Motive Incorporated. Ben Verwaayen becomes Alcatel-Lucent's second CEO. 2009 Alcatel-Lucent sells remaining share of Thales and outsource its IT to HP. 2011 Wim Sweldens leads a wireless group to develop light radio, a technology to reduce the size of cell towers to tiny cubes. 2012 Alcatel-Lucent sells Genesys Labs to Permira organization. The company's global headquarters is in Boulogne-Billancourt, France. It has had previous head offices in the 7th arrondissement of Paris, France, and in the 8th arrondissement of Paris, France. Its previous head office, in the 8th arrondissement of Paris, was built between 1912 and 1929 and was renovated in 1998. During the renovation the building was decorated with a theme of the cosmos and time. There are regional groups for the Americas, Asia-Pacific and China, and Europe, Middle East and Africa. Middle East and Africa headquarters are at Smart Village, Giza, Egypt. Alcatel is present in Italy with various research centers, Vimercate, Rieti, Battipaglia, Trieste, Genova, Bari, Naples, Rome and Sesto Fiorentino. Board of Directors: Philippe Camus, Michel Combes, Daniel Bernard, Stuart Eisenstott, Louis Hughes, Sylvia J., Carla Seco, Jean Monti, Olivier Pire, Jean-Cyril Spinetta, Kim Crawford Goodman, Jean-Pierre Desbois, Bertrand Lapre, Leadership Team. Michel Combes, CEO, Basil Orwan, IP Routing and IP Transport, Andrew MacDonald, IP Platforms, David Geary, Wireless, Federico Guillén, Fixed Networks, Philippe Guillemot, Operations, Philippe Krier, Strategy and Innovation, Jean Raby, Chief Financial Officer, Nicole Ginnett, Human Resources, Focused Businesses. The focused businesses serve non-telecom customers who have very specialized needs and/or operate in different business cycles and requirements: enterprise, submarine, strategic industries, transportation, energy and public sector industries. Networks and Platforms. The Networks and Platforms is led by Philippe Krier. It is organized into 4 business divisions: Core Networks, Fixed Networks, Wireless, and Platforms. The group's L&D areas include IP, optics, including submarine, fixed broadband access, core networks, routers, wireless, and radio frequency systems. They are within Alcatel-Lucent's high-leverage network ascent framework. In the new millennium Alcatel-Lucent introduced the Dynamic Communications Framework, a concept that interconnects networks, people, processes and knowledge, and enabled dynamic enterprise concept based on Web 2.0 technology. In May 2012, Alcatel-Lucent announced its new 7950XRS line of Internet routers, whose top model is capable of speeds up to 5 times faster than those offered by the nearest competitor. Research. Bell Labs is Alcatel-Lucent's research and development organization. Alcatel-Lucent spent a $2.5 billion for R&D in 2008. Alcatel-Lucent spent a $2.4 billion for R&D in 2009. Alcatel-Lucent Bell Labs currently has 27,600 active patents. 2,100 patents granted in 2009 alone. Is involved in 100 worldwide standardization bodies. In 1876 Alexander Graham Bell was awarded the first patent for the telephone, and subsequently started AT&T. Bell Labs is named in his honor. In 1937 Clinton Davison shared the Nobel Prize in Physics for demonstrating the wave nature of matter. His fundamental work is part of the foundation for much of today's solid-state electronics. In 1947 John Bardeen, Walter Brattain, William Shockley of Bell Labs invented the transistor. In 1956 they received a Nobel Prize for their invention. The transistor led to an electronics revolution during the post-war boom. The transition from vacuum tubes to transistors enabled all technologies to be built on a smaller scale and use less electricity. Items that before required large dedicated spaces, could now fit into a home or even on a kitchen counter. In 1954 Gerald Pearson, Darrell Chapin, and Calvin Fuller invented the solar cell. Telstar, the first active communications satellite also developed by Bell Labs and launched in 1962, used these solar cell batteries as an external renewable source of power once launched. It was the first to carry live television over water, between England and the US. In the late 1950s Charles Towns and Arthur Schawlow of Bell Labs invented the laser, which has numerous applications, including measuring cutting in the manufacturing industry and research surgery in the medical industry. Bell Labs was awarded the laser patent in 1960. In 1964 Arno Allen Penzias and Robert Woodrow Wilson discovered the cosmic microwave background radiation. They were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1978. In 1969 Dennis Ritchie and a team of Bell Labs employees invented the Unix operating system and the C programming language. In 2006 Willard S. Boyle and George E. Smith were awarded the National Academy of Engineering Prize, for work on charge-coupled devices which transform patterns of light into useful digital information. In 2009 they received a Nobel Prize for their invention. The device is widely used in digital cameras, video cameras and modern astronomy. Awards and distinctions, July 2013 in a test conducted on the campus of Alcatel-Lucent in Villa-Sierra, the Bell Labs researchers have successfully done data transmission from a speed of 31 terabits per second at a distance of 7,200 km, a capacity more than 3 times higher than the most advanced commercial submarine cables that exist today. The investigators were able to obtain greater capacity ever obtained in underwater data transmission with a single fiber. This experiment was based on the pioneering work of Bell Labs in data channels in a single carrier of 200 gigabits per second. As speeds and distances to such noise and signal distortion make recovery of the data a real challenge, the researchers used innovative detection techniques and applied a new set of technologies: modulation, transmission and processing together with an advanced error correction coding. March 2012 Alcatel-Lucent was selected by MIT's Technology Review to its 2012 TR50 list of the world's most innovative companies. The magazine recognized Alcatel-Lucent light radio as a key innovation. February March 2012 Alcatel-Lucent wins the Mobile World Congress Best Infrastructure Technology Award for the Light Radio Network. Lawsuits, violations of the U.S. Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. In December 2010, Alcatel-Lucent agreed to pay a total settlement of $137 million for bribing officials in Costa Rica, Honduras, Malaysia, and Taiwan in violation of the U.S. Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission alleged that Alcatel retained consultants to funnel bribes of over $8 million to government officials in order to obtain and retain lucrative telecommunications contracts. Alcatel admitted that it made profits of approximately $48 million as a result of the bribes and was ordered to pay $45 million to settle charges with the SEC and a further $92 million to settle the criminal charges brought by the U.S. Department of Justice. Alcatel-Lucent v. Microsoft. Lucent Technologies filed suit against Gateway and Dell, claiming they had violated patents on MP3, MPEG and other technologies developed by Bell Labs, a division of predecessor company American Telephone and Telegraph. Microsoft voluntarily joined the lawsuit in April 2003, and Alcatel was added after it acquired Lucent. The case, involving a number of patents, is pending in U.S. District Court in San Diego, California. The first part of the case involved two audio coding patents that Alcatel-Lucent claimed were infringed by Microsoft's Windows Media Player application. Alcatel-Lucent won the trial and $1.52 billion in damages, but the judge granted Microsoft's motion for judgment and new trial. Alcatel-Lucent appealed. In the second part of the case, the judge ruled that Microsoft had not violated Alcatel-Lucent's patents relating to speech recognition and the case was therefore dismissed before going to trial. Alcatel-Lucent intended to appeal. The third part of the case, involving several user interface-related patents, began on May 21, 2013. Additional patent infringement cases, some filed by Microsoft and some filed by Alcatel-Lucent, are pending in the United States. Alcatel-Lucent v. Newark and Overstock. In May 2013, Newark and Overstock won a victory in United States Circuit Court in which an Alcatel-Lucent shopping cart patent was invalidated. References. External links. Alcatel-Lucent Company website, Alcatel-Lucent's Enriching Communications Online magazine, Alcatel-Lucent History, Alcatel-Lucent Bell Labs portal, Alcatel-Lucent Company Summary from Yahoo, Western Electric History, Western Electric History Chart.